Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Words of Wisdom, aka Words of Wisdom, and welcome to my 2018 recap video. So, in this video I will not recap everything that happened this year. I will just talk about things I cared about this year and that were relevant to me, and just in general things that really spoke to me. So first of all, first things first, let me just get this out of the way. I'm gonna talk about myself a little bit. If you don't care about that, then just skip through this part of the video. I understand if you don't care about me, I'm not interesting at all. But I'm just gonna talk about my life. I know I did this in my 21st birthday video. I talked about what I did between age 20 and 21. And that's just basically what I talked about. So that included half a year of 2018. This time, however, I want to just talk about what happened in between my birthday in July and now, and just add up everything that happened over the entire year in my personal life. So I'm gonna talk about some things that I already talked about and some new things. So if you care about that, then stick with me right here. Otherwise, just skip through the video. I have other things to talk about as well. But first things first, my life. So I came into 2018 the same way I came into 2017, drunk as shit. I was so drunk, in fact, that I puked in the shower, which caused the drain to completely jam, and my puke was just kind of everywhere in the bathroom. Yeah, that wasn't great. Other than that, on a more serious note, I had a great year. I think 2018 was one of my favorite years in my entire life, in my entire 21 years on this earth. 2018 has brought me so many good things. 2018, first things first, 2018 was the year where I turned 21. And this means I'm officially an adult around the globe. I know my voice doesn't sound like I'm 21. I definitely don't look like I'm 21 if I don't grow my beard. I'm 21 and I'm really proud of that. I turned 21 on the 25th of July and now I'm officially an adult everywhere. Looking back at my 21 years on this planet, it's just, I haven't done anything. All I did was go to school for my entire life, and I'm still going to school, which is pathetic. I do know I'm gonna actually achieve something at some point. I'm gonna finish my university, then I have a full-time job, and then I actually can feel like I achieved something in my life. But right now, all I do is go to school. Anyway, one thing I am proud of, talking about school, I finished my first year of my bachelor this year. And I had very good grades. I was doing amazing actually, and I already talked about this in my 21st video about how amazing my school year was and how amazing I did, and my grades were amazing, so I was really happy with that. I had an amazing summer vacation. I think one of the best summer vacations ever. I just went to the beach a lot. I drank a lot of beer. I mean, I always drink beer when I'm at the beach. I just hung out with the best people ever. Having a beach house is one of the biggest benefits ever. The summer was really sunny. I think we actually broke our record of having the most sunny days in summer, which is really great. I've been to the beach a lot, I've been outside a lot, and my summer was just fucking amazing, and I had the happiest time of my life, on top of turning 21, of course. In this same summer, I went on a Caribbean cruise. This Caribbean cruise, I already talked about this in a video, but this Caribbean cruise was the best vacation I've ever had, and notice me saying the best continuously. I mean, I said this was one of the best years of my life, and all of those things add up to that conclusion. The Caribbean cruise was so amazing, just visiting different countries, being on such a big ass ship with all these expensive ass drinks and people that are probably richer than I will ever be. It was absolutely fucking amazing. That cruise was just, wow. I can't even, if I think about it, I just want to go back, man. It's definitely not the last cruise I'm going on in my life, because this cruise was just, it was so good. Just having the sun on your face every time you step outside of your cabin and just onto your balcony. You can just sit there, watch the beautiful sea, or whenever you're docked, you can watch the beautiful landscape. It's just, I definitely recommend it. Cruise is not for old people. Don't believe the people that talk about cruises like it is for fucking 60-year-olds. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Anyway, that is a quick recap of the first half of my year, which I already talked about in my 21st. Then we're moving on to 21st birthday until now, 2019. So I started my second year of my bachelor, my university bachelor, and I actually had a great first exam week. I got a 7 out of 10 and a 7.5 out of 10. But while I'm making this video, I had an exam yesterday and I had an exam the day before that. And there's a good chance that I failed them both. And the reason why this sucks is if I don't get a good grade in the resit, then I can't study abroad next year. And I want to study abroad so fucking bad. And I mean, I can still study abroad in my third year if I don't pass those exams in the resit. But either I go study abroad and I can do the subjects I failed this year, or I don't study abroad, which means I won't have an extra year on this university, but I don't study abroad, which fucking sucks, and I want to do that so fucking bad. So I actually ain't in the happiest mood. I didn't end this on a high note. I ended it on a fucking low because I was doing so good grade-wise. I didn't have bad grades at all, and now I fucked up 2 exams possibly. I don't have my grades back, so maybe I just about passed them, but it doesn't look good. I'm not too happy. Yesterday was a fucked up day. Yesterday, I failed my exam. I feel like I failed my exam, and I just sat there and I think I was in my room all day. I just said nothing to anyone, just listened to music, and I might even, yeah, fuck it, I'll tell you guys, I shed a tear, okay? Because of my fucking 2 years where I fucked my school up, I think I'm mentally broken in such a way that when I get a bad grade, it just hits me so hard because I don't want to fuck up again. Doing this university is just proving to myself that I can do shit, that I'm not a complete failure, that those 2 fucking extra years weren't for nothing and they were just coincidental. It's my university means so much to me, and getting bad grades just mentally kills me. Anyway, enough about that negative shit. A positive thing is, in November, I actually went to Helsinki to watch ice hockey. If you haven't watched the vlog, watch the fucking vlog. It's an amazing vlog. Well, it's not an amazing vlog. I mean, my phone quality is fucking bad, but I like the vlog. It's cool footage. I keep getting copyright strikes for songs I can actually use, but I'm not gonna file a complaint because no one's gonna do anything against a guy with 70 plus subscribers anyway. It's whatever, you know, it's fucking whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did. I didn't do much in between. Oh right, one thing I did do is I bruised my foot. I made a video about this. I ran through the dunes and in the dark, and I just fucking bruised my foot. It's currently, I think it's been like a month right now, and it's still not healed completely. I still have a swollen foot, and I'm kind of getting scared because the swollen foot isn't getting, it's not getting smaller. So I might go to the hospital and there might be something wrong with the bone, which sucks. But I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I'm first gonna enjoy my Christmas and my New Year's Eve. When you're watching this video, it's January 1st probably, and you probably won't even notice this, but I'm recording this earlier. So anyway, that's that. Other than that, I studied a whole lot. I studied for my exams. I had to make a lot of papers, so I didn't really do anything outstanding in this next part of the year. I think the first part of my year, which I talked about in my 21st birthday video, I think I did a lot more at that point than I did in the second half of the year. I just went to school, I just chilled, hung out, listened to great music, and went to Helsinki and failed my exams and bruised my foot. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's a quick recap on my life. My life has actually been going really well. I had one of the most enjoyable years of my life, and I hope 2019 is gonna bring the same thing. I hope I just fucking nail those resits of my exams, and then we Gucci, man. Then we Gucci. We're going into my third year, and if everything goes the way I want it to go, then I will be making my 2019 recap video when I'm back from studying abroad, which is gonna be amazing, probably. So I hope everything is gonna go alright. But yeah, that's pretty much all about my life. That's what I did with my life this year. I had a great life this year. I would want to relive this again. No fucking doubt about it. But you know, you can't have it all. But yeah, that's pretty much it about my life. We're gonna move on to some other topics because I've written some topics down actually, which I want to talk about. And first things first, we're gonna move on to sports. So, like I said in the beginning of this video, I will just talk about things I cared about. So I'm not gonna talk about American football or golf or whatever. I'm just gonna talk about the sports I actually gave a shit about. So first things first, and I know I'm gonna trigger Americans by this, it's about football. It's not soccer, because soccer just sounds stupid. I don't get why Americans even think American football is the real football. You throw an egg with your hands. Football is kicking a ball with your foot, so football makes way more sense. But first things first, this year was the World Cup of football, and I'm not. This is not gonna be a spoiler. I was gonna say, oh, if you don't want to watch, if you don't want the spoiler who won, then don't watch this anymore. But like, it's been 6 months. If you don't know France won the fucking World Cup, then you're stupid. I actually watched the World Cup final while on the cruise with kind of a bad TV quality, man. That wasn't great at all. But I actually really enjoyed this World Cup. The big thing with World Cups right now for me is just the group stages are so stupid. There's so many fucking shit teams in these group stages, and they keep adding more teams to the fucking group stages. Like, anyone wants to watch that. I just don't get it. I skipped the entire group stage. I think I finally watched a couple matches in a round of 16, I think. Yeah, I think I finally started to watch a couple matches in the round of 16. And all in all, I mean, I wanted Croatia to win because I'm a big fan of Modric. I think he's the best midfielder in the world. But, you know, France kind of deserved it, especially with the fucking legend Mbappe. I think we're gonna hear a lot about him in the next couple of years. He's so good, and he's my age. I think he's even younger than me. I think he's 19. I'm probably wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's younger than me. I think he's not 21. He's younger than me, and he's so fucking good at this game called football. It's incredible. And his speed, man, I can't even see him while he's running. It's actually fucking amazing. This guy is an absolute fucking unit. I feel like France deserved it, and I really enjoyed the World Cup. I really enjoyed the matches after the fucking group stages. If I was the FIFA president, I'd fucking cut the group stages, or just have group stages with decent teams, or cut the amount of teams at least. But for some reason they keep wanting to add more, and I kind of understand it. It's probably more viewers, more money, and well, that's all people care about these days. Anyway, other than that, I want to talk about the smaller league, which is for clubs. Champions League, I'm sure you all know it. Champions League, there was a new record. The club record Real Madrid actually set. Real Madrid actually broke the record for winning consecutive Champions Leagues. Like, no one ever did that. No one's ever done that before, and Real Madrid actually managed to do it. They won the Champions League twice in a row. And you know, the funniest thing is, I feel like both years they didn't actually deserve the win in the final. I feel like both years the other team was better, but you know, they got really lucky, especially against Liverpool. They got super fucking lucky, and I mean, you can't deny it. I'm glad I live in an era where this shit happens, where records are broken. It's incredible, actually. I'm proud of Real Madrid, even though I really don't want them to win the Champions League again, so I'm rooting for someone else. I mean, I didn't root for Real Madrid last time, but you know, it is what it is. They won. They were a good team. They have so many fucking legendary players, even though they're doing shit right now. But Marcelo, Ramos, Ronaldo when he still played there, Modric. Well, I'm not a big fan of Bale. Isco is a legendary player. Carvajal, decent, not that great. I really like what you call it? Asensio is a really good player. It was such a well-rounded team, and I feel like they really deserved to win. But they were the better team in the final, let's be honest here. Anyway, enough about football. That's pretty much everything that happened in football. The Champions League record. No, wait, I wanted to talk about one more thing. I wanted to talk about Ronaldo specifically, because Ronaldo actually has fucked his own career. He went to Juventus, but that's not what I'm talking about. But this motherfucker, he's the most successful football player in a lot of years. Like I said, he's the best player that has ever lived, in my opinion. But this dumbass, he earns a lot of money. He can probably get any girl he wants, because a lot of girls find him very attractive. And what does he do? He sexually assaults a girl. Fucking dumbass. And it's not just Ronaldo who assaults girls. A lot of sports players have assaulted girls. I think, what's he called? An American football player recently assaulted a girl. Another football player assaulted a girl. I think a basketball player assaulted a girl. Like, everyone is assaulting fucking women these days, and I just don't get it. Just accept your defeat, man. Go after someone else. If they say no, it's no. I just don't get sexual assault, man. It just makes me fucking sad that I'm part of the fucking male race, the male gender. It's just so fucking stupid, and I don't get it. I just don't get why people are like that. If you sexually assault a woman, I feel like you just should... you're cancelled, in my opinion. Cancel culture. I'm gonna talk about the cancel culture in a little bit, but that's not important right now. We're on the sports section of the video. But whenever you assault a woman, I just feel like you should never get back on a team again, or never be able to fucking do your sport anymore. Professionally, that is. It's just the stupidest shit. But I mean, that's everyone shares that opinion. Like, sexual assault is horrible. You scar someone for life if you actually did it, and like 90% of the cases reported by women are things that actually happened, which is the most pathetic thing. Anyway, enough about that. Let's not be too depressed about sexual assault. Like, it's a horrible thing, but let's not revolve the video around that. I just want to say Ronaldo is a stupid idiot for throwing his career away like that, and he probably, I don't know if he will go to jail, probably not, but like, he lost a lot of fans over that shit, and justifyingly so. One more thing about football is, I feel like Dutch football is finally coming back a little bit. We have good players like Wijnaldum, Van Dijk, Depay for some reason can play again. He sucked dick when he had such a big arrogance, but he's fucking good again. Like, we have a decent ass team. In the Nations League, which is a new thing when you where you can qualify directly for the European Championships, they actually beat Germany. Then drawed against Germany, and I think they beat France, or did they draw twice against France? Well, we did very good against France, and we actually got first in the pool, I think. So we can actually qualify for the European Championships. And I mean, it's been a while, man. We missed out on the World Cup, and we missed out on the European Championships, or Euro Cup, if you want to call it like that. But we missed out on both, and I feel like we're finally back. We're finally getting... Oh, right, we have one more, De Ligt. He was actually... and we have Justin Kluivert. Those two were actually in the running of best newcomer. And De Ligt actually won, which is amazing to have a Dutch player win best newcomer. That's really good. So I'm hyped for Dutch football. We might finally be able to do something again, even though we suck nuts at this. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about football-wise. Then I have a couple more things to talk about. First things first is tennis. I've been following tennis ever since, I don't know, 2007 or something. I mean, I play tennis myself, and tennis is an amazing sport. And the Grand Slams this year have been really weird. It's just the years actually reversed. Like, Federer was back, Nadal was back, and Djokovic were back. Like, those three gods were back again. I felt like we went back in time. All three actually won Grand Slams. Federer won a Grand Slam, and Nadal was world #1 for a longest time. I feel like Djokovic is just too strong right now. Djokovic was injured, and he sucked dick at the start of the year. I thought he was done for, and now for some reason he's absolutely dominating. He's gonna win everything. He's gonna win the Australian Open in January as well. He's so fucking good. It's actually insane. I'm a Federer fan. But Federer isn't doing too well right now. He's losing to randoms for some reason. He's just not in optimal form, and Nadal is he's dead. His injury is just... He plays power tennis, and that's kind of what necks him at the end. Because of power tennis you get injuries easier, because he doesn't have the technique. He just really relies on power, and that just doesn't always work. That's why Federer is never actually injured, because he uses his technique. And same for Djokovic, by the way. He kind of uses both. He has power and technique, and that's why he's dominating right now. He's just, for some reason, you can't score a winner against Djokovic. It's absolutely impossible. But I hope in 2019 Federer is gonna be able to win a Grand Slam. And I feel like Federer is gonna quit soon, which I really don't want, but I feel like he's gonna. I hope he can win another Grand Slam, but I just don't want Djokovic to dominate, because I'm so fucking sick and tired of Djokovic dominating the scene. It's so boring, dude. I've been through that, and I don't want this again. Then NBA. NBA is dead to me. Ever since Golden State bought every good player, and NBA is dead to me. I mean, they don't have the best player in existence, LeBron James. He went to the Lakers. They don't have him, but NBA is dead to me. Like, Golden State was so fucking dominant last season, and even though they're not leading in the season right now, I just feel, but they will actually absolutely destroy everyone in the playoffs. They will make playoffs and destroy everyone and win it again. Like, NBA is fucking boring to me right now, even though I still follow it. I just want Golden State to fuck off and just ditch some of the players, because this is not fair. They have so many good players. That team is just a bunch of players no team even comes close to. Like, it's actually incredible. So fuck NBA. NBA is dead to me. I don't care what you think about it. Golden State makes the NBA boring, and that's all I want to say. Like, just divide your players a little bit better, man. Come on. But I mean, you want the best team. I get it, but this is not fair. But it's not illegal, so I can't really say anything about it. Like, for fucking real, dude. It just sucks. Then I want to talk about sports, but a different sport. Esports. This year, I feel like esports has made a huge goddamn jump. But esports made a fucking jump. Esports has been getting bigger. I think in a couple years it's gonna be bigger than everything but football. And scientists and experts. How can you be an expert on those things? But they actually predict esports is gonna be bigger than all of those things except football. And I agree. Esports is a lot of fun to watch. I'm not someone that watches a lot of esports. I don't understand League of Legends. I don't understand Dota 2, which are two big esports. But what I do watch is CSGO. I watch a lot of fucking CSGO. And I've been getting into a little bit of Rainbow Six Siege, even though I haven't been following when tournaments are, so I haven't watched it in a hot minute. But Rainbow Six Siege is fun to watch, man. It's fun to play as well, but I just don't play a lot of games lately because I don't have the time. But CSGO, talking about CSGO, and talking about boring shit, Astralis is the fucking Golden State of CSGO. Astralis is winning absolutely everything. I watch tournaments for no reason because I just know who's gonna win anyway. So why do I bother watching? Like, this world number 1 is so fucking dominant. Funniest thing is they don't have the world's best player. That's on Natus Vincere. I mean, it's Natus Vincere because it's Latin, so and I know the correct pronunciation, but CSGO is so much fun to watch, but whenever Astralis is in the tournament, I just know he's gonna win, and I really want their era to end. I haven't seen a team this dominant ever since I began watching CSGO in like somewhere in 2015. I started watching. I think the early 2015 era I started watching. But this Astralis era is just really boring. They win absolutely everything, and if they don't win everything, they at least come to the final. And whenever I start watching a final and I see them winning the first map 16-1 or 16-2, 16-3, 16-4, if I see them winning the first map, I just go do something with my time because I know I'm wasting time watching that, and that's fucking boring. But I'm really proud of esports as a whole, even though it's kind of worrying to me because, in my opinion, because of the wide variety of games and the esports and that kind of shit, people don't go outside anymore. Whenever I'm walking outside, and I like walking outside, I like being outside, I rarely see people my age. I actually rarely see people my age. It's just people with dogs or small children. Like, people are sitting inside all day nowadays, and that's kind of scary to me, even though I'm glad esports is growing because it's super entertaining. Like, I just don't know how to feel about it. I just don't. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have for the sports section. I'm not gonna give a summary. Just, you probably know what happened. You fucking heard me talk for about 15 minutes, like, for fucking real. We're gonna move on to the next topic, which is memes and Twitter. So I've been really enjoying Twitter this year. Twitter has been fucking funny this year with videos, captions on pictures and just pictures in general. Or just talking about random topics, blah 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 blah. Twitter is such a nice fucking thing to be on when you're on a train or on a plane or whatever, when you're traveling, etc., or just sitting at home bored. Twitter is the best thing, man. There's so many funny people in the world, and it's actually incredible. The videos this year have been great. I can't help but feel so happy whenever I see a video with a cat in it or a dog or something. Oh man, I love those fucking videos. Animals are so cute, dude. Anyway, the memes this year have been really good, even though I didn't use a lot of memes. I mean, people who memed SpongeBob things into sexual things, no, just no, fuck you, fuck off. Like the one with Patrick looking all evil and shit, and then the caption, when she squeezes your dick with her thighs. Like, no. This is my childhood. Don't sexualize it, you motherfucking bitch. Other than that, we've had the cringy memes like Yodel Kid, or the one with I don't feel so good, or the Bongo Cat, or the This Ain't It Chief, blah 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 blah, those kind of things. Like, I'm not gonna go in depth on all of these memes, but I really like the memes in general. I like memes every year. I absolutely live for memes. On my phone I have a meme folder, which is all memes saved from Twitter. I think I have like 250 memes on it right now. It used to be a lot more, but I deleted some I didn't use. But memes are life, man. Memes are absolutely fucking life. Then the last thing I want to say about this, like, I'm not gonna go into depth on memes because it's not that important. No one really cares. But I'm sick and tired of these fucking caption nabbers, dude. Whenever someone has a cool caption on it, these guys just wait for a couple months, then bring the tweet back to the TL with the same caption as the previous person, as the original creator of the caption. And for example, one of the main guys I always see on my TL is at Ruckin, and then lowercase or lowercase something. I know it's called Ruckin. This guy, he gets like 50 to 100,000 retweets on all of his fucking captions and shit, and he stole all of them. Like, I can't stand caption nabbers, dude. They just leech off of someone else's fame, and those guys need to fucking die, dude. If you leech off someone else's fame, of someone else's caption, then how pathetic are you? You have no creative fucking brain and you just need to nab shit. Like, I mean, I get it, nabbing is easy. It's easy fame for you, and this guy probably gets something out of it. Like, people don't even know he nabbed it. I mean, obviously, since they all retweeted it, but it's so fucking stupid and I hated it, man. That was the stupidest thing this year, all those caption nabbers. That's the only thing I didn't like about Twitter this year. One thing I did like about Twitter and memes and shit is Kanye West tweeting all kinds of dumb shit. This guy's insane, dude. This guy's absolutely goddamn insane. I don't know why. He's a meme. He's a meme himself. And the most recent one where he tweeted about Drake using purple devil emojis, that hurt. He's literally scared of Drake because Drake sent emojis in a text. Like, come on, dude. Grow the fuck up. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to say I love Twitter, I love memes, and I mean, I can say I hope for good memes in 2019, but I know the memes will be good in 2019. Like, people are memeing every goddamn day, and we don't get boring. We don't get boring. We are cool people sometimes. I don't know. Anyway, next topic, which is YouTube news. So a lot of shit has happened on YouTube this year. It's actually been a wild ride. It all started with the monetization issues and the controversial topic shit and blah blah blah. You can't curse in your videos anymore, you can't talk about politics anymore, you can't talk about disasters, you can't talk about anything anymore. Everything needs to be PG-13 or you get demonetized. And that just is the stupidest thing to me, and YouTube is not YouTube anymore. It's CensorTube, because you can't do anything. I don't care about anything monetization wise because I'm not big. I'm just a guy who makes videos for himself. I don't earn any money with it, so I can say whatever the shit I want. Fuck shit, fuck shit. They can do anything. They can do anything. They're not gonna delete my channel, they're just gonna demonetize me. But I'm not earning money anyway, so what you gonna do, motherfucker? But a lot of YouTubers have been having issues with this, with monetizing etc. And the monetization system is fucked because whenever people actually send in a complaint about their video being demonetized and they review it, they're like, oh hey, this is okay. But meanwhile, that video already got the majority of the views it's gonna get, and then you don't have money. It's just the stupidest system in the world, and I think YouTube is slowly destroying itself until a better alternative comes along. I think it's just a matter of time, but it might be just me. At this point, YouTube is just too fucking big, and no one will actually transition over to something else. So I really hope something else comes along. People have been moving over to Twitch. Twitch has been getting bigger. I love watching live streams. It's such a chill, relaxed atmosphere, and I like the fact that streamers actually react to you. Streamers reacting to you is absolutely the best thing ever, because I do see streamers as famous people, quote-unquote famous people, and whenever they react to something I say and they feel like I'm funny or something, that's, I don't know, still I appreciate that. I appreciate them reacting to me. I understand people moving from YouTube to Twitch. I see a lot of YouTubers starting to live stream a lot more instead of making videos, and I understand it. they're gonna get more money from people donating and subscribing on Twitch anyway than they will make from YouTube. Like, YouTube is gonna demonetize their shit anyway. If you curse a little bit, then it's demonetized, bitch. And they're just rewarding PG-13 idiots like Logan Paul and Jake Paul. Like, I don't get it. I just hope something better comes along soon, so YouTube has to adjust. For now, they're just the monopoly. They're a monopoly, and they don't have to adjust if they don't want to. And that's just fucked, in my opinion. There has to be some competition. The same competition Steam is currently having, for example, with the Epic Games store, the Discord store, etc. They're getting some competition, which means they will have to improve their servers. I hope YouTube is gonna get that as well, but I don't know if that's gonna happen in 2019. I think that's a bit early, but I hope it's gonna happen in the up and coming years. Other than that, things that really stood out to me YouTube-wise: fight between Logan and KSI, which was a big scam. I watched it. And, I mean, the fight wasn't even that good. They're not professional, so I didn't expect a good fight. But it was even worse than I expected. And it ended in a draw. A fucking draw. There was a clear winner, in my opinion, which was KSI. But it ended in a draw because they already had a rematch date planned. And they wanted to make that shit exciting. So, really, the thing that's behind it is it's a big money grab. Is anyone surprised? Probably not. Do we still feel scammed? Hell yes. At least I do. I feel scammed as fuck. I mean, I spent like 2 hours watching that shit. I didn't watch the full match, so I spent like 2 hours. What am I saying? I probably watched for 30 minutes. I spent like 30 minutes of my life watching that shit, and we all got scammed because they want money for themselves, really. It's a big-ass money grab because they get money from the tickets they sell, donations, people subscribing or buying their YouTube tickets, basically, so they can watch the stream, etc., etc. Fucking bitches. Fucking hate these guys, man. Other than that, MrBeast has been a big thing. MrBeast has been blowing up on YouTube. His videos have been getting millions and millions of views. I mean, I could say the same for Sean Dawson, but I don't really give a shit about Sean Dawson, so I will talk about MrBeast only. I actually like MrBeast's videos. He does the giving $100,000 for the last guy who leaves the circle videos. Donating to random Twitch streamers who have no viewers, blah blah blah, those kind of videos. I really like watching those videos. They're something different, something you haven't seen before on the YouTubes. And I just really like his channel. I feel like MrBeast is a great guy. And his videos are super entertaining. So I applaud you, MrBeast. You make something that's entertaining. I mean, giving money away always makes for entertaining content because people will do a lot for money. And that's exactly what he's kind of achieving. MrBeast has also been helping PewDiePie with his problem because PewDiePie has been fighting T-Series for the most subscribed YouTube channel. And I mean, T-Series is gonna win in the end because it turns out T-Series actually, if you're Indian and you make a YouTube account, you're actually automatically subscribed to T-Series, which is a huge YouTube channel which uploads Bollywood productions, etc. He's not gonna win the fight in the end, but I feel like the fight is fucking funny as fuck. He's getting 100,000 subscribers a day, even more, 150,000 maybe. He's actually pulling ahead a little bit against T-Series right now, which I applaud. They're currently at like 77 million subscribers. It's fucking insane. And I mean, like, PewDiePie is a cool YouTuber. I want him to be on the top, and he's not gonna win this battle against T-Series, but it's really funny to see the entire internet stand up against one company to support PewDiePie in this battle against T-Series. It's just, I appreciate it. I appreciate the effort, guys. It's not gonna be enough, but I appreciate the effort. Then one more thing I wanted to talk about, and then I have another thing I want to talk about. One thing I want to talk about is another channel I discovered this year, which is Fitz. Fine, they just make super controversial jokes. And that kind of shit, and it's the funniest content to me. It's such a funny fucking channel, and I mean, his videos are getting millions of views, so I'm not the only one thinking it's funny. But Fitz is a great channel. If you want to watch it, it's youtube.com/Fitz or youtube.com/AlsoFitz, which is his second sellout channel. He usually gets sponsored in those videos. But Fitz is actually one of the channels I discovered this year, and he's funny as fuck. So I can't believe I actually found two YouTubers I really like this year, because I usually don't really discover new YouTubers. Like, most of the YouTubers make shitty ass content. Oh, Picasspray Yellow. Picasspray Yellow is also one I discovered. He makes challenge videos around Pokemon. He doesn't upload a whole lot, but His videos are well thought out, well edited, and this guy's a smart-ass dude, for real. He gets out of the most difficult situations in games, and it's actually amazing. So watch that channel as well, like, check it out. I actually will upload a Pokemon-inspired video. I was inspired by him, and I applaud you for that. And it's probably gonna be called Stolen. It's a stolen idea, I know. I just like this content and I wanted to do the same thing. Then one more thing regarding YouTube is YouTube Rewind. I want to say, internet, I love you. We broke the record of most dislikes ever. The YouTube Rewind was so disconnected from its creators. It was so corny, so cringy, so fucking bad. For some reason it had Will Smith in it. For some reason it had Ninja in it, who isn't even a YouTuber. It's absolutely fucking incredible. And I just want to say, I'm proud of us. I'm actually fucking proud of us for doing this. Like, we disliked it so fucking fast. It came out on December 6th, and I think within 2 weeks we broke the record, which was Baby's record at first. Baby by Justin Bieber, that is. And I mean, I hope we're gonna keep disliking it. Let's get it to fucking 50 million dislikes, because that's what it deserves. YouTube has been so disconnected from its creators the last couple of years, and I feel like it keeps getting worse. And like I said, it's because of the monopoly. YouTube has a monopoly. No one is gonna move. They can do whatever the fuck they want, and no one can do anything because it's their fucking monopoly. It's incredible. But the YouTube Rewind was fucking bad. I'm glad we all disliked it. Let's get it to 50 million dislikes in 2019, and I'm gonna be really happy about that. Let's move on to the next topic, which is music. I'm not gonna talk about music, about the best albums, about the best songs. I will talk about it in a different video, because music is life to me. Music means so much to me, so I didn't want to include this in a big ass year recap video. I'm actually gonna make a separate video about this, but that doesn't mean I can't talk about different things regarding the music world, like rap battles, 6ix9ine court shit, people who died, etc, etc. So this year, rap battles saw a revival. It all started off with the Drake and Pusha T shit. Like, Drake got boned so goddamn hard by Pusha T. And Drake had a kid apparently with a porn star. Nobody knew about this until he started beefing with Pusha T. So Pusha T dissed Drake. Drake responded with his Duppy freestyle. And then Pusha T came out with the story of Adidon. And it's just so fucked up. Like, Drake has been the biggest artist for years. He actually broke the record for most streamed artist of all time. I think he had the most album sales of all time as well. He's been super dominant. He's probably the most successful artist of all time. Pusha T just revealed he had a kid. No one knew about it. He wanted to keep it silent. And Drake didn't actually respond. He had a diss track, but he never put it out, and it was more so a diss to Kanye West than to Pusha T. But like, he actually apologized to the world in a formal tweet. That's how you know you lost the rap battle. He apologized to the fucking world on Twitter, because he was just like, sorry for keeping this a secret, blah 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 blah. I got exposed. Like, Pusha T, damn dude, he won that shit. Pusha T played dirty. But it turned out, and I still don't know if the story is actually true or not, but it turned out it wasn't actually Pusha T. It was Kanye West. Kanye West and Drake were actually collaborating a little bit. They were working together, and Kanye West was actually gonna help him with Scorpion, his album. And Kanye West didn't actually do shit. Drake did most of the shit, at least that's what Drake said. Drake did most of the shit, and he only got one beat out of it, which was really dope. And Kanye put it out with the Shoopity Poop song. So Drake couldn't use the beat on Scorpion. Other than that, while they were collaborating or working together, Drake actually told Kanye he had a kid. And he sent him pictures, I think. So Kanye was the only one that actually knew about his kid. And I mean, it's kind of Drake's mistake. Why would you talk about your kid with goddamn Kanye West, the biggest idiot in the world? So probably Kanye told Pusha T, who is on his label, on Kanye's label that is, and that's how Pusha T found out. Pusha T denied it in an interview, but I don't believe it. I definitely think it's Kanye West. I mean, I can't prove it. Who am I? I can't prove Kanye West is actually the one who did it, but I feel like Kanye West did it. And that was actually the most insane rap battle when everyone found out Drake was a kid. The whole world was actually goddamn shocked. Other than that, we obviously had the MGK versus Eminem rap battle, and in my opinion, MGK got fucked. Killshot was a super smart song. Killshot was so smart. Great disses. He actually responded to everything MGK said. He even pointed out a mistake with his albums. Because MGK said, "Oh, your last 4 albums suck. Go back to Recovery." Oh shoot, that was 3 albums ago. he actually was wrong with his facts. Goddamn MGK. Go back to Recovery. oh. Goddamn MGK. He doesn't even get his facts straight. So Eminem definitely won that rap battle, especially when MGK was in a stadium and he had this Killshot, fuck Killshot shirt. He was wearing that, his t-shirt, but he was wearing something over it. So he told everyone to put up their middle fingers, and then he turned to the camera so the whole fucking stadium couldn't see MGK. And he said, he had a caption on his Twitter, "Fuck Eminem" or something, or the whole stadium says "Fuck Eminem." And then fans who were actually at the concert said they didn't actually see he was wearing his "Fuck Eminem" shirt, and it was fucking pathetic. Just MGK lost that shit. Then we had the Tory Lanez versus Joyner Lucas rap battle. I don't even know why they started beefing. Tory Lanez just put a freestyle over Lucky You, and then Joyner felt the need to respond. Tory responded, Joyner responded again, and then it was dead because Tory felt like he won. I kind of agree. Tory won. Tory had better lines altogether, and Joyner even fucking recycled some lines of his Winter Blues song. That was pathetic, but Tory Lanez just had better bars. He kind of dissed Joyner in a better way. He proved to the world that he can rap and that fast rapping isn't everything. I like Joyner Lucas more as an artist, but I have to admit, Joyner Lucas lost that rap battle, and if you think otherwise, then you don't actually know what the rap battle is, like, for fucking real. Okay, other than that, I just want to say, music in general has been absolutely amazing this year. So many good albums, so many good songs. I actually found new artists, like I discovered Meek Mill this year because championships. I didn't really give a shit about Meek Mill before this, but now I just do. Meek Mill is actually a great artist. And but in general, like I said, there's been lots of good music this year. I've discovered so many new singles, so many new albums. I will talk about my top 5 albums and maybe my top 5 songs in a different video, so I won't list that right now. But I just want to say, in general, 2018 has been a good music year, and I hope 2019 will be the same because I love music and music is alive. Other than that, I was disappointed with one thing, however, which is the rap group Brockhampton. I really thought this year was going to be their year. They got a lot of clout in 2017 with their Saturation shit, but they had to kick a mirror. And I thought their album this year was actually gonna do stuff for them. This will be their final push. This will be their breakout season, and they just... Iridescence was shit, okay? Iridescence, they put out Iridescence, an album, which was bad. And I watched the podcast, the Spectators podcast, and a YouTuber was a guest there, Nobody Epic, and he actually talked about Brockhampton, and he said about Iridescence, they knocked on the door, but no one answered. And that was the most accurate shit I heard all day. Like, they did knock on the door, and no one answered. It was a bad album, and this was supposed to be their year, but no one's really talking about them right now. So, how do you move on from that shit? How do you recover? I don't know. But that's the only thing I want to talk about in general, music-wise. Other than that, I want to say rest in peace to Mac Miller and XXXTentacion. The Question Mark album by XXXTentacion was so diverse. So it basically felt like I was listening to 12 genres at the same time, and I really appreciated that album. I do, however, feel like they shouldn't have released Skins because it feels like such an unfinished album. It has some good shit on it, but it's so unfinished. It's a couple tracks and the whole album is only 90 minutes. I just feel like his producers, friends, whoever put that out, it just feels like a money grab to me. It was decent, but it's just not worth it. Like, I don't think Tentacion would have wanted this on Spotify, on all streaming platforms. Like, I don't think he wanted this album to be there. It clearly wasn't finished. It just feels like a super unfinished album. It doesn't have a lot of cohesion, and that just sucks. I feel like they could have done more with this. Other than that, Mac Miller, I listened to Swimming, and Swimming actually has one of my favorite tracks of the year on it, which is Letters. Like, Letters is so... It swings, man. Like, I'm a feel okay, I'm a feel so high. I'm not a singer. But I just... Mac Miller reinvented himself, IMO. He reinvented his music style, and his album is super dope. But I'm gonna say this already. I didn't rank it in my top 5 this year because I feel like I'm super biased because he died. It makes me value an album in a different way, and I feel like I shouldn't count it, so I didn't put it in my top 5. Even though Swimming is a super good album, but I just appreciate it more now that he's died. And I know what he's talking about in his Swimming album, because he actually has a lot of lyrics which addresses his general problems, etc. And I just feel like I shouldn't rank it based on those biases. Another thing I wanted to talk about is I'm done with Ariana Grande stans. Like, Ariana Grande stans are the most annoying fucking people in the world. Like, they are, first of all, they're young. They're fucking young. They have no life experience whatsoever. Their brain doesn't function, and they don't know anything. They're just saying the dumbest shit, like Travis Scott didn't do anything on his own. Regarding Astroworld, he was the best-selling artist after Drake. Like, shut the fuck up. Arguing with a Ariana Grande stan is just like arguing with a wall. You can't get through it, and they just... It's incredible. Like, Ariana Grande stans... I've muted Ariana Grande herself as well, because Ariana Grande is like... If you put all the worst bitches of an entire school together, and you put them into one person, you morph them into one person, that's Ariana Grande. Like, Ariana Grande herself just feels like she's God or something, and her tweets are so annoying. I can't stand the words "thank you next" anymore. If I see one more person fucking tweeting that, or I hear one more person saying that, like, I'm Ariana Grande stans are fucking annoying, and I hate, stans can be really annoying, but sometimes they're at least a little bit older and more experienced, and not as dumb. But these fucking little girls are so dumb. I can't stand those people. The one more thing I wanted to talk about is, I'm gonna talk about it briefly because, well, he doesn't deserve my attention. Fucking 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine has been a really controversial guy this year. His music is shit, but that's not what I'm talking about. Just his personality, his interviews, etc. He was actually kind of entertaining, like, for real. I don't like his music at all, but he was kind of entertaining. But it turned out he had sex with a minority. He had sex with someone that was underage. Then he randomly had a kid, and now he's gonna go to jail for being involved in gang shit, basically. He drug dealing, armed robbery, what else? Money laundering. I forgot everything he did, man. I mean, he did a lot of shit. He shouldn't have been involved, but I feel like 6ix9ine wasn't actually part of the gang himself. He was just there to be the face representing it. He just wanted to be cool. Gang shit. Cash money. That kind of shit. I don't feel like 6ix9ine really had a lot to do with it, but I mean, he was associated, so he deserves to go to jail for that shit. And they actually tapped someone. They had an insider. They actually tapped someone, and yeah, 6ix9ine's pretty much fucked. I mean, he still put his album out, Dummy Boy, which was dog shit, as always, because I don't get why people would like his music. But yeah, it's kind of fucked, man. I think 6ix9ine isn't gonna get out of jail for a while. He's gonna have some company from... Oh no, wait, Kevin Gates is out. He's gonna have company from Bobby Shmurda. Kevin Gates is actually out of jail. That's fucking insane. I forgot that. Having rainbow hair probably isn't the best thing when you're in jail. I mean, the way 6ix9ine looks, he has 6ix9ine all over his arms. He has it over his face. He has it everywhere. I think over his... Does he have it on his stomach? I don't know. You deserve to go to jail, my man. You absolutely deserve to go to jail. And, I mean, I feel bad for 6ix9ine. He was a funny-ass guy, and I actually liked his Instagram stories and shit, but... Don't get involved in gang shit. It's dumb. I mean, it kind of helped with your fame, I'm not gonna lie. But it's dumb. It's fucking dumb, and whatever 6ix9ine's fucking sentence is gonna be, he probably deserved it. Unless he doesn't go to jail, that would be stupid. Anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about music-wise. Let's move on to my last and final topic, games. So games have been really good this year. Most notably, Red Dead Redemption 2. I still haven't finished it, because I haven't played a lot of games lately. Because I was busy with other shit. I'm gonna finish it maybe this Christmas vacation. It's until January 7th, so I don't know. I may or may not finish it this vacation, these holidays, whatever you want to call it. But Red Dead Redemption 2 has been the best-selling game since GTA 5. It didn't sell as great as GTA 5, which is understandable because it does have a big online section. And I mean, the online is okay, but I just don't like the fucking traveling by horse, and it just takes so long. There's not as much to do as in GTA 5. So it's understandable that it didn't sell as well. But RDR2, I know it's the best game of the year. I'm actually watching the streamer. I'm part of a small streamer community. This guy gets like 30 to 40 viewers per stream. Well, concurrent viewers, I should say. Not 30 to 40 in total. It's a lot more. But he's a small streamer and he didn't like RDR2. He actually played it for like 3 or 4 live streams and then he sold the game. What a dumbass, dude. It's such a good game. RDR2 was absolutely great. God of War 4. I actually like God of War. I feel like the game was really underrated, but I actually really liked it. I feel like Kratos in a whole different setting instead of the fucking Greek gods, etc. It was a cool change up. I feel like it's been really, really underrated. I feel like people just slept on this shit. But God of War was a great game. God of War was actually a great game. I don't get it, man. Then I want to talk about Far Cry. I feel like maybe it's just a personal opinion. I feel like Far Cry is a milked out concept. I feel like just at some point you need to know when you've made enough Far Cry games, and I feel like this is the time. Like, it's fun, but it's so much of the same, and I just don't feel like they've really changed it up. In GTA they've really changed things up. New setting, new missions, new customization, etc. Every GTA game feels different, and I just don't have that feeling with the Far Cry games. I feel like it's just time to stop at some point, and this might just be me, but I feel like they're really repetitive. I'm sorry if you don't think that way, but I just feel like they're super repetitive, and I don't know what to do about it. Like, they probably have a big team of developers. They can probably work something out, but I've been disappointed with Far Cry for a while, man. Then one of the most talked about games this year, Detroit: Become Human. Great game. Great fucking game. I've watched all different endings. I've watched the entire gameplay. Man. I wish I bought the game myself. Like, at some point I've watched everything. There's no use in buying it right now. Like, for real. I can buy it right now, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it because I know all endings. I know how the story goes. Like, my god, that's such a good game. It's just kind of a Telltale game and you don't really have to do much. You just pick the right decisions, etc. Man, what a fucking amazing game. The story is so goddamn good, and I was just really... I don't have that with a lot of games. I was really involved in the story. I really wanted to know, oh my god, what happens next. And every time the YouTuber I watched this from, every time he uploaded a video, I immediately watch it. Like, I was so excited about new videos on that game. Like, I just said RDR2 is the game of the year for me, but it might actually be Detroit Become Human. Like, the story was so good, dude. Just a big fucking W, as in win, to the developers of the game. Like, big props, man. Absolutely amazing game. So different, so cool, so fucking amazing. Like, I appreciate you guys. Then one more thing is I want to talk about the Switch and all of the games that came out for it. Like, I'm not gonna talk about every game, every separate game, but the Switch has been a really successful console. Like, after the Wii U, I thought Nintendo was just not gonna make a good console anymore, but this Nintendo Switch, dude, they made so many good games. It's actually incredible. Like, Pokemon Let's Go was surprisingly good. Super Smash is cool. Mario Kart is cool. I really like Mario Odyssey. Which games? Skyrim. I like the Skyrim on the Switch. Like, they revamped all their games for the Switch, etc. Like, all of the games on the Switch are so good, and I actually really want the Switch. I actually really want to buy a Switch, but like, I need to save up money. In case I do study abroad, I really need to save up money, and I really want to buy a Switch, but I just can't. I can't, and I'm not a Nintendo supporter. I feel like Nintendo are a bunch of bitches. They never actually have lower prices for the consoles or games or whatever. They always strike my videos. They fucking strike my Mario and Luigi videos, which is a game made in 2002 or something. Like, they're fucking bitches, but I have to applaud you on the Switch, man. Like, the games on the Switch and the way the thing is designed, it just works. And the Switch has been the dominant console for me this year. And PS4 and Xbox One are actually great consoles, but the Switch has been dominant for me, and I have to applaud Nintendo for that. Like, for real, in 2018 you grabbed the best console, in my opinion. You grabbed the prize for the best console, and that's so fucking good. So, I mean, you can pat yourselves on the back for that, Nintendo. Other than that, I want to trash the Insane Trilogy. I don't know if it's below $15, I'll buy it. Crash Bandicoot is my fucking youth, and I really want to play it. So it's on the Steam market anyway. Gaming has been really good this year. Gaming has been really good. And I just appreciate every developer. I appreciate all indie developers for making coolest games. I appreciate Ubisoft. I appreciate Bethesda, even though Fallout 76 was shit. I appreciate all of you for making cool games in 2018, and I just hope 2019 is gonna be as great. I mean, I don't game as much as I used to, but I still appreciate good games, especially watching them on YouTube or on live streams or whatever. Like, keep doing you, game developers. Keep doing fucking you. That's it. I'm out, motherfuckers. Deuces.